Before you ask me for another blessing, another answer, or another miracle, stop for a moment and listen to me. You have spent many days wondering whether I hear your prayers. You have spoken to me through tears, fear, confusion, and disappointment. Sometimes you have prayed with many words, hoping that if you explained your pain clearly enough, I would immediately change everything. Other times you have remained silent because you did not know what to say. But I want you to understand something that can change your prayer life. You do not come to me because you have mastered the perfect words. You come to me because you are mine, and I want a real relationship with you. Do not treat prayer as a ritual. You must perform correctly. Do not think I am waiting for you to impress me with beautiful language. I already know your heart before your lips begin to move. I know the need you have not told anyone about. I know the fear hidden behind your smile. I know the question that keeps returning to your mind at night. Prayer is not about informing me of things I do not know. Prayer is about coming into my presence, opening your heart, and allowing me to guide you, strengthen you, and change you. But there is a mistake I want you to stop making. Do not rush into my presence as though I am only the one who solves your problems. Yes, bring me your needs, bring me your pain, bring me your questions. But before you begin asking, remember who I am. Begin with worship. When you pray, take a moment to say, God, you are holy. You are greater than my fear. You are my creator, my father, and my provider. Worship does not change who I am. Worship changes what your heart is focusing on. When fear becomes your focus, your problems appear larger than everything else. But when you lift your eyes toward me, you remember that your situation is not greater than my power. You may still have the same problem after you pray, but you will no longer be facing it with the same perspective. Worship reminds you that you are not alone. It brings your heart back from panic. It teaches you to honor me before demanding an answer from me. If you agree that God deserves your worship before your worries, type, I worship you in the comments. Then learn to surrender. Many times you pray because you want me to do exactly what you have already decided should happen. You have created the answer in your mind, and you ask me to follow your plan. But prayer is not meant to force my hand. Prayer brings your heart into alignment with my will. There will be moments when you ask me to open a door, and I will show you that another path is better. There will be times when you want an immediate answer, but I will ask you to wait. There will be things you desperately want to keep, yet I know they are preventing you from becoming who you are meant to be. This does not mean I ignore your desires. I hear you. I understand what you hope for, but I see beyond the moment you are living in. I see what you cannot yet see. So pray with an open heart. Say, God, this is what I desire, but I trust you more than I trust my own understanding. Help me surrender what I cannot control. That kind of prayer requires faith. Surrender is difficult because you want certainty. You want to know the entire plan before taking the next step. But you do not need to see everything ahead of you. You need to trust me with the step in front of you. My child, stop carrying tomorrow before it arrives. You have been exhausting yourself by worrying about things that have not happened. You are trying to solve future problems while neglecting the grace available to you today. You keep asking, what if this happens? And what if everything goes wrong? But I have not called you to live inside imaginary disasters. Come back to today. Ask me for the strength you need today. Ask me for wisdom for today. Ask me for peace for today. Do not demand tomorrow's provision while ignoring what I have already placed in your hands. Each morning, before fear takes control of your thoughts, come to me. Say, God, guide me today. Provide what I need today. Help me trust you with tomorrow. Then take the next faithful step, and while you are learning to trust me for your needs, examine what you are holding inside your heart. Some of you want peace, but you continue feeding bitterness. You ask me to heal you, but you keep reopening wounds by replaying what someone did to you. I know you were hurt. I know the pain was real. Forgiveness does not mean saying that what happened was acceptable. It does not mean pretending nothing happened. But forgiveness releases the poison of bitterness from your heart. Bring that pain to me. Bring the person's name to me. Say, God, Help me release what I cannot heal by myself. You may need to pray this more than once, but do not allow someone else's actions to become a prison where your heart remains trapped forever. I want to bring healing where bitterness has been living, and do not face your battles alone. Temptation will come in many forms. Sometimes it will look like anger. Sometimes it will look like the desire to give up. Sometimes it will appear as a situation you know is pulling you away from what is right. Do not wait until you are already falling to ask me for help. Pray before the temptation becomes a decision. Ask me to guide your steps. Ask me to protect your mind. Ask me to give you the courage to walk away from what is harming your faith. Say, God, I need your guidance. Show me what I cannot see clearly. Lead me away from what will destroy my peace. And remember this, you do not need to pray for other people to admire you. Find quiet moments where you can simply be honest with me. You can speak to me in your room, while walking, while driving, or while sitting alone with tears in your eyes. You do not need perfect words. You can say, God, I am tired. You can say, God, I am afraid. You can say, God, I need help. I hear the sincere heart. Prayer is not a performance, it is a conversation. Stay with me until the end of this message series, because the next parts will help you understand how faith, gratitude, patience, wisdom, and my word can strengthen the way you pray and help you apply these truths to your daily life. And if these words have brought peace to your heart and you feel happy with what you have heard, like this message, subscribe for more words of faith and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. If you want to support this ministry and help these messages reach more people, you can use the support link given below. Today, remember this: worship before worry, surrender before control, trust me for today. Release the bitterness you were never meant to carry. Ask me to guide you before you enter the battle, and when you have no perfect words, simply come to me with an honest heart. I am listening, I am near, and your sincere conversation with me can become the beginning of a deeper life of peace, trust, and faith. Listen to me carefully, because there is another truth I want you to understand before you pray again. Do not allow doubt to convince you that your words disappear into empty space. Do not measure my presence only by what you can see. Do not assume that silence means absence or that waiting means I have stopped listening. I hear you when you speak with confidence, and I hear you when your voice trembles. I hear you when you pray in a quiet room, and I hear you when your heart can only whisper a single sentence. The question is not whether I know your need. The question is whether you will learn to trust me while the answer is still unfolding. You often want proof before faith. You want to see the door open before you believe I can open it. You want the healing before you trust my goodness. You want every circumstance to change before your heart becomes peaceful. But faith learns to trust before everything becomes visible. When you pray, do not think your prayer is useless simply because nothing changes immediately. Some answers come quickly, but other answers require waiting. Some changes begin inside your heart before you can see them in your circumstances. Sometimes I am working in places your eyes cannot reach. So when fear tells you nothing is happening, answer it with trust. Say, God, I may not see the answer yet, but I know you hear me. Help me continue believing while I wait. If you choose to trust God even before you see the answer, comment, I will keep believing below. You must also stop believing that a long prayer is automatically a powerful prayer. I do not count your words the way people do. I do not need you to repeat the same sentence endlessly because you are afraid. I did not hear you the first time. I already know what is in your heart. There are moments when one sincere sentence is enough. God, help me. God, guide me. God, forgive me. God, give me peace. Simple words can carry a deep heart. Do not become afraid of silence in prayer. After you speak, learn to remain still for a moment. Do not rush away the instant you finish your requests. Let your heart rest in my presence. Prayer is not only speaking. It is also making room for reflection, surrender, and trust. Some of you have been talking to me, but you have not allowed your heart to become quiet. Your mind moves from one fear to another. Your prayers become rushed because your life is rushed. Today, slow down. Take a moment in your day when you are not asking for anything. Simply come near. Say, God, I am here. Let that be enough. A relationship cannot grow when every conversation is only a request. Come to me because you love me. Come to me because you want to know me. Come to me because you need my direction, not merely my answers. And while you are learning to speak with me more honestly, learn the power of gratitude. You have spent many moments focusing on what is missing. You have looked at the closed door and forgotten the doors that once opened. You have counted the things you still need and ignored the ways you have already been sustained. Gratitude does not deny your pain. You can be grateful and still be waiting. You can thank me and still have unanswered questions. You can worship me while tears remain in your eyes. Look again at what I have carried you through. Remember the days you thought you would never survive. Remember the strength that arrived when you believed you had none left. Remember the people, opportunities, protection, and small provisions you may have overlooked. Thank me before everything is complete. Say, God, thank you for what you have already done. Thank you for carrying me this far. Thank you for the breath I have today. Thank you for not abandoning me. Gratitude changes your perspective because it reminds you that your entire life is not defined by one current problem. It teaches your heart to see my faithfulness even while you are waiting for the next answer. My child, do not let what you lack make you blind to what you have received. Make gratitude practical. When you wake up, thank me for one thing before you begin worrying. When anxiety comes, remember one moment when you were helped before. When you pray at night, do not only bring me the burden of the day, also thank me for the grace that carried you through it. These small practices can change the atmosphere of your heart. But gratitude must walk beside patience. Waiting is difficult because you want to know when the answer will come. You ask me for a sign, and then you ask again because the answer did not arrive according to your schedule. You wonder whether you should keep hoping or stop believing. Listen carefully. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. While you wait, continue becoming faithful, continue praying, continue making wise decisions, continue doing what is right, continue growing in character. Do not place your entire life on hold because one answer has not yet arrived. Some of you are waiting for a relationship. Some are waiting for provision. Some are waiting for healing. Some are waiting for direction. Do not waste the waiting season. Ask me, God, what can I learn here? What needs to grow in me while I wait? Sometimes the waiting changes you before the answer changes your circumstances. Patience teaches your heart that I am not controlled by your clock. My timing may not match your expectations, but you can still trust me. Do not confuse delay with abandonment. Do not confuse a closed door with the end of your story. Do not confuse silence with the absence of my care. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking, but do so with a heart that trusts rather than demands. There is also something else you must remember. Prayer is not only for receiving comfort. Prayer is a place to seek wisdom. You face decisions every day. Some seem small, while others can change the direction of your life. You need wisdom about relationships, work, money, words, choices, and opportunities. Do not wait until you have already made a painful decision to ask for guidance. Come to me first. Say, God, help me see clearly. Show me what fear cannot see. Give me wisdom to recognize what is right. Wisdom does not always arrive as a loud voice. Sometimes it grows through reflection, patience, truth, and the courage to stop ignoring what you already know. Ask me to guide your desires as well as your decisions. Not everything you want will help you. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. Not every person should have access to your heart. Learn to pause before acting. Pray before reacting. Seek wisdom before speaking. When anger rises, do not let the moment become your master. Bring it to me. When confusion comes, do not allow panic to make the decision. Bring it to me. When an opportunity appears, do not assume that every open door is the right door. Bring it to me. This is how prayer becomes part of your daily life. You do not need to wait for a crisis. Talk to me in the ordinary moments. Talk to me before the meeting, before the difficult conversation, before the decision, before the journey, and before you respond to something that has hurt you. Let prayer become the place where you return to truth. Stay with this message until the end, because in the next part I will show you why my word can give strength and direction to your prayers, and why learning to trust truth instead of fear can help you walk through uncertainty with greater peace. Today, begin applying what you have heard. Pray with faith even when you cannot see the answer. Use simple and honest words instead of performing. Make space for quietness. Practice gratitude before the miracle arrives. Remain patient while you continue living faithfully, and ask me for wisdom before you make decisions that could affect your future. If this message has strengthened your faith, type Amen. I received this as your declaration that you will pray with greater trust. Remember, I do not ask you to know everything. I ask you to come to me. You do not have to carry every answer. You do not have to solve every problem tonight. You do not have to force tomorrow to arrive before it's time. Come to me with faith. Come to me with honesty. Come to me with gratitude. Come to me with patience. And when you do not know which way to go, come to me for wisdom. I am listening to the prayer behind your words, and I am teaching your heart to trust me one day at a time. Listen to me now, because there are moments when your heart is filled with so many thoughts that you no longer know how to pray. You know you need me, but you do not know what words to use. You feel pressure from one direction, fear from another, and confusion about the road ahead. In those moments, do not believe that you must create a perfect prayer before you can come near me. Come as you are. Bring me the confusion, bring me the weakness, bring me the questions. But there is something I want you to learn that can bring greater strength and direction into your prayer. Let my truth become part of the way you speak to me. You live in a world filled with many voices. One voice tells you that you will fail. Another tells you that you are alone. Another reminds you of every mistake you have made. Fear speaks loudly. Disappointment repeats old memories. Worry tries to predict a future you have not yet entered. If you listen only to those voices, your prayers can become filled with hopelessness. This is why you must learn to return to what is true. When fear says, there is no way forward, remember that I can guide you when you cannot see the entire path. When worry says, you will never have enough, remember that you can trust me for what you need. When your heart says, you cannot survive this, remember the strength I have already given you through other difficult seasons. My word can help bring your heart back to truth. Do not use scripture as a collection of magical phrases. Do not repeat words from the Bible while refusing to let their truth shape the way you live. When you pray with my promises, let those promises lead you toward trust, obedience, hope, and surrender. Say, God, you know what I need, and I trust you to guide me. Say, God, help me remember your truth when fear fills my mind. Say, God, teach me to live according to your wisdom instead of my emotions. These prayers are not about controlling me. They are about allowing truth to become stronger than fear inside you. If you want your heart to stand on truth instead of fear, type God, guide me in the comments. There will be days when your feelings and the truth will not appear to agree. You may feel abandoned even when you are not alone. You may feel weak even when strength is still being given to you. You may feel as though nothing is changing, even when a deeper work is taking place within you. Do not allow every feeling to become your final authority. Your emotions are real, but they are not always a complete picture of reality. Bring your emotions to me, but do not build your entire life upon them. When you are angry, pray before you react. When you are afraid, pray before you surrender to panic. When you are excited about an opportunity, pray before you make a commitment. When you feel rejected, pray before you decide that your future has ended. There is wisdom in the pause. There is strength in bringing your first response to me. My child, one of the most practical changes you can make in your life is to stop reacting immediately to everything that happens. Not every message requires an instant reply. Not every insult deserves your attention. Not every opportunity requires your agreement. Not every fear deserves to control your next decision. Pause, breathe, pray. Ask me for wisdom. Then move forward with greater clarity. This is how prayer begins to protect your life from decisions made in moments of confusion. You must also understand that faith does not mean pretending you have no questions. Faith means bringing your questions to me without abandoning trust. You may ask, why is this happening? You may ask, what should I do now? You may ask, how long will this season last? I am not threatened by your honest questions, but do not allow unanswered questions to become an excuse to stop coming near me. Keep talking to me. Keep seeking wisdom. Keep opening your heart. Sometimes you will not receive every explanation you desire, but you can still receive direction for the next step. You often want me to reveal the entire future, while I am asking you to be faithful in the present. You want to know where the road ends, while I am showing you what needs to change today. You want the complete answer, while I am asking you to trust me with one decision at a time. So do not neglect the simple responsibilities in front of you while waiting for a dramatic sign. Be faithful where you are. Speak truthfully. Forgive sincerely. Work with integrity. Care for the people entrusted to you. Make wise choices with what you have. Continue growing while you wait. Prayer is not an escape from responsibility. Prayer gives you strength and wisdom to live responsibly. And as you learn to pray with truth, remember the importance of consistency. You do not have to pray only when you feel emotional. You do not have to wait until fear becomes unbearable. Create moments in your day when you return to me. In the morning, before the noise of the world fills your thoughts, give me your day. At difficult moments, pause and ask for wisdom. At night, reflect on what you have learned, release what you cannot control, and give thanks for the grace that carried you. These moments do not need to be complicated. A sincere conversation can take place in a few words. God, lead me. God, help me. God, forgive me. God, thank you. God, give me wisdom. Let these simple prayers become a doorway that brings your heart back to me throughout the day. And when you make mistakes, do not run away from me because of shame. Some of you have allowed guilt to convince you that you must hide until you become worthy enough to pray again. But hiding does not heal the heart. Come to me honestly. Confess what is wrong. Turn away from what is destroying you. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for strength to change. Do not confuse my mercy with permission to remain unchanged. My grace invites you to come near, and my truth calls you toward a better way. If you fall, do not stay on the ground because you believe your failure has become your identity. Bring the failure to me. Learn from it. Receive forgiveness. Choose the next right step. Your life can change when you stop allowing one mistake to become the definition of your entire future. And do not forget gratitude while you are learning these lessons. Thank me not only for what feels good, thank me for the opportunities to grow. Thank me for the wisdom gained through experience. Thank me for the moments that taught you patience. Even difficult seasons can teach your heart something valuable when you refuse to allow pain to make you bitter. Ask yourself today, what is this season teaching me? Perhaps you are learning patience. Perhaps you are learning to trust. Perhaps you are learning to let go of control. Perhaps you are learning to recognize what truly matters. Do not waste the lesson by focusing only on how quickly you can escape the season. Let your heart grow. Stay until the end of this message series, because there is still more I want to show you about seeking me in private, trusting me through waiting, and allowing prayer to become a source of real peace and transformation in your daily life. Today, apply these words in a practical way. Choose one moment of fear and answer it with truth. Before making your next important decision, pause and pray. Before reacting in anger, become quiet. Before believing the worst about your future, remember that you do not see the entire story. Then return to me. Return with your questions. Return with your gratitude. Return with your weakness. Return with your faith. You do not need to carry the burden of knowing everything. You only need to remain willing to seek wisdom. If this message has spoken to your heart, comment, I choose truth, as a declaration that you will no longer allow fear to speak louder than faith. Remember, prayer is not only a place where you ask me to change your circumstances, it is also a place where I teach your heart to see more clearly. When you come to me honestly, when you allow truth to guide your thoughts, and when you seek wisdom before reacting, your prayer life becomes part of the way you live. Let my truth steady you. Let wisdom slow you down. Let gratitude open your eyes. Let faith carry you through what you cannot yet understand. And when you do not know what to say, come anyway. I am still listening. Now listen to me with all your heart, because I want you to understand what prayer can become in your life. Prayer was never meant to be a burden. You perform only when you are afraid. It was never meant to be a collection of empty words repeated without thought. It was never meant to be a desperate attempt to force me to give you everything you want. Prayer is an invitation to come closer to me. It is a place where you worship, surrender, trust, receive wisdom, release your burdens, and allow your heart to be changed. You have learned that you do not need perfect words to speak with me. Now I want you to remember that you also do not need a perfect life before you come to me. Do not wait until every problem is solved. Do not wait until you feel spiritually strong. Do not wait until you understand everything that has happened to you. Come now. Come with your questions. Come with your gratitude. Come with your weakness. Come with your hope. Come even when all you can offer me is a tired heart. I am not asking you to perform. I am asking you to be sincere. When you begin to pray, start by remembering who I am. Do not allow your problems to become larger in your thoughts than my presence. Worship before you become consumed by worry. Remind your heart that I am holy, that I am faithful, and that I remain worthy of your trust even when life is difficult. Say, God, before I ask for anything, I thank you for who you are. Let worship change the atmosphere inside you. Then surrender what you are trying to control. There are burdens you keep carrying because you believe that worrying about them will somehow protect you. But worry cannot create the future you desire. Fear cannot force the answer to arrive. Anxiety cannot give you control over what is beyond your hands. Release what you cannot control. Say, God, I bring you my plans, but I trust your wisdom. Guide me according to your will. Surrender does not mean you stop caring. Surrender means you stop trying to carry the responsibility of being in control of everything. And after surrendering your plans, learn to trust me for today. You may not know what will happen next month. You may not know what tomorrow will bring. But you can ask me for the strength you need today. Do not spend this day trying to survive problems that have not yet arrived. Do what you can do. Learn what you can learn. Make the next wise decision. Then leave tomorrow where it belongs. My child, your life can become lighter when you stop demanding the strength for every future day and begin receiving the grace available for this one. Ask me for your daily needs. Ask me for wisdom for today's decisions. Ask me for peace in today's struggle. Ask me for courage to take today's next step. Then remember forgiveness. Do not come to me asking for peace while refusing to release every wound you have been carrying. Some pain requires time to heal, and I know that. But do not allow bitterness to become the permanent voice inside your heart. Bring your hurt to me honestly. You can say, God, this still hurts me. I do not want this pain to control my life. Help me forgive and heal. Forgiveness is not pretending that the wound never existed. It is choosing not to let the wound become the ruler of your future. Release what you cannot change. Learn from what happened. Keep healthy boundaries where they are needed. But do not build your entire identity around what someone else did to you. I want to bring freedom where bitterness has lived. I want to bring peace where anger has remained. I want to heal what you have been hiding. And when temptation comes, do not believe that you must fight every battle through your own strength. Ask me to guide you. Ask me to protect your mind and your choices. Pray before you enter the situation that could weaken you. Say, God, lead me away from what will harm my life. Help me recognize temptation before I surrender to it. This prayer can become practical when you begin paying attention to your surroundings, habits, conversations, and decisions. If something repeatedly pulls you away from peace and wisdom, do not ignore the warning. Pray for guidance. Then be willing to walk away. Prayer is not only asking me to show you the right path. Prayer also requires the courage to follow it. And remember that your relationship with me does not need an audience. Find moments of quiet. Turn away from the constant noise. Put aside the need to impress others. Come into a private place and simply speak. You can say, God, I am here. Sometimes that is enough to begin. Tell me the truth about your heart. Tell me where you are struggling. Tell me what you are afraid to admit. Tell me what you are grateful for. You do not need polished language. You do not need to repeat empty phrases. Your sincere heart matters more than your performance. Pray with faith, but do not misunderstand faith. Faith is not pretending that every request will happen exactly according to your personal desire. Faith is trusting that I hear you and continuing to seek me even when you cannot yet see the answer. Some prayers will be answered quickly. Some will require patience. Some answers will come differently from what you imagined. But never allow waiting to convince you that prayer has no value. Prayer is changing more than the circumstances around you. Prayer is teaching your heart how to trust. So be patient. Keep asking. Keep seeking. Keep knocking. But while you wait, continue living faithfully. Do not allow one unanswered prayer to stop your entire life. Continue growing. Continue learning. Continue serving. Continue making wise decisions. Continue becoming the person you are called to become. And every day, practice gratitude. Thank me before the miracle arrives. Thank me for what you can see and for the strength that carried you through what you could not understand. At the end of each day, ask yourself, where did I see goodness today? Perhaps it was a small provision. Perhaps it was protection you almost overlooked. Perhaps it was a conversation that gave you hope. Perhaps it was simply the strength to continue. Gratitude trains your heart to notice grace. Then ask me for wisdom. Do not make every important decision through fear, pressure, or emotion. Pause before reacting. Pray before answering. Seek wisdom before choosing. Not every open door is the right door. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. Not every voice deserves your trust. Bring your decisions to me. Ask God, help me see clearly and choose what leads toward truth and wisdom. And finally, let my truth remain close to your heart. When fear speaks, return to truth. When doubt becomes loud, return to truth. When your mind predicts the worst, return to truth. My word can steady you because it reminds you that your feelings are not the only voice you must follow. Learn from Scripture. Reflect on it. Allow its truth to shape the way you pray and live. Do not merely speak words you do not intend to follow. Let truth become part of your choices. Let prayer become part of your daily life. This is the way your conversation with me becomes deeper. Worship me, surrender to me, trust me daily, forgive. Seek protection and guidance. Come to me privately and sincerely. Pray with faith. Be grateful. Wait with patience. Ask for wisdom. Let truth guide you. These are not steps to make me love you more. You are not earning my attention through a perfect prayer. These are ways to open your heart to a deeper relationship with me. So beginning today, do not wait for the next crisis before you pray. Speak with me in the morning. Speak with me during your work. Speak with me before difficult decisions. Speak with me when you are grateful. Speak with me when you are hurting. Speak with me before you sleep. Let prayer become the place where you continually return. If this final message has touched your heart, type Amen, I choose to walk with God in the comments as your declaration of faith. And if these words have helped you and you feel happy and encouraged by this message, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need a deeper relationship with God. Your support helps this ministry continue sharing messages of faith and hope. If you would like to support the ministry further, you can use the support link given below. Stay with me beyond this message and do not allow these words to remain only something you heard. Apply them. Tomorrow morning, begin with worship. When worry comes, surrender. When you feel overwhelmed, return to today. When bitterness rises, choose the path of forgiveness. When temptation appears, ask for guidance. When you have no words, be honest. When doubt comes, continue in faith. When you wait, be patient. When you are blessed, be grateful. When you are confused, seek wisdom. And when fear speaks loudly, return to truth. I am listening. I have not asked you to impress me. I have invited you to know me. Come to me honestly. Come to me faithfully. Come to me again and again. Let your prayer become more than a request. Let it become a relationship. Let it become a place of peace. Let it become the daily conversation where your heart learns to trust me. And never forget this. You are not speaking into emptiness. When you come to me with a sincere heart, I hear you. When you do not know what to say, I understand. When you are waiting, I have not forgotten you. When you are weak, you can still come near. Keep praying, Keep trusting, keep growing, and walk forward one day at a time.